10 out of 10. Holy heck, this was amazing. Infinity Train. Oh my god. Was this show just the most incredible 10 episodes I have ever seen? No show, and I mean no show I have ever seen did this much in just 10 episodes. Some shows don't even do this much in a whole season. And Infinity Train episodes were only 11 minutes long. This show took story to a whole new level. Pacing, character, environment, every little piece was crafted to perfection. And ended in a perfect way, giving me an amazing conclusion, leaving me eager to find out more. Now we all know the story. After the pilot back in 2016, we all loved it so much, we just couldn't live without it. After Tulip's parents couldn't take her to game design camp, Tulip jumps out her window and heads to Oshkosh. But on her way, stumbles into something she never thought she would find. A train. And now she is trapped and must use her skills along with the help of her new friends to escape the train. Seriously though, I was skeptical of this story to start with. I mean, how much could you really do? All she's doing is moving from one train car to another, nothing too big. I thought, how could they make this into an amazing story? I really wasn't convinced to start with, but I did have high hopes because of how good the pilot was. And man, did those hopes come true. Because the story wasn't just about Tulip trying to get off the train, it was about so much more. From her friendship with One, her relationship with her mom and dad, her childhood trauma, and her as a person. They didn't make a story and then push the characters through it. They made a story which was propelled by the characters, making the story cohesive and relatable for everyone. I'm sure everyone can find a little bit of themselves in Tulip or even one of the other characters. And because of the short 11-minute episodes, every scene was deliberate and really made the story grow as if it was a living being, instead of a stagnant arc that was written by some people sitting in a boardroom. The story felt like it was alive, and Owen Dennis and his team have done an amazing job.
Look, Miss Tulip, it's you.
That's a daisy.
Holy heck, was each character in this show spectacular. Just like the story, it was amazing. From One, the cat, the conductor, Atticus, and obviously Tulip, every single one of these characters showed me something special that I could take away from the show and use in my own life. Atticus, courage and determination. Tulip, love, kindness, intelligence. The cat, cunningness and deviance. And the conductor showed heart and love. So many ideas thrown into the mix every step of the way. I was surprised to see such emotion in all these characters. Because, as again, the episodes were so short. Only 11 minutes. And it is insane what the creators did and how much they could fit into these episodes. Hands down, I think the best character was Tulip. Everything about her is to love. The love she has for her friends shines in every scene, and her voice and expressions portray this perfectly. Her kindness to all the creatures of the train is something we can all learn from. And not to mention her intelligence. Her coding and problem-solving skills were in play in every train car. And the power of her mind became such a core factor in her mission to escape. And her development really kicked off instantly from the first episode, going beyond what we usually see for a Season 1, Episode 1. And what I thought the creators were doing here was playing on the fact that we'd already seen the pilot. And because we knew who Tulip was and her backstory, this gave them the freedom to push Tulip's character so quickly. But after thinking about it a little more, I realized that even if I hadn't seen the pilot, I think all this character development we see of Tulip wouldn't feel rushed, and it would be just as meaningful. Making me see that these creators are just exceptional human beings. In 11 minutes, they gave Tulip such character development, and I've seen some main characters that haven't developed this much in a whole season, let alone 11 minutes. Truly exceptional. And on top of this, 1-1. He was really the driving force of this show.
We could be stranded up here for weeks. I'll split up the rations. I'll warn you, I'm gamey.
I mean, without him, would Tulip have gotten anywhere? No, but seriously, 1-1 was such a beacon of enjoyment for the whole 10 episodes. Everything he said was funny or amusing, but it never felt out of place or unneeded. And he wasn't just a random sidekick, he was a main character as well. And they gave him so much development too. I mean, a whole episode was basically dedicated to his role on the train and how he deals with that, and the emotions he's facing when the train falls apart. Again, just magnificent. And my boy, Atticus. He is my boy. Nobody messes with Atticus. What can I say about him? Loyal, a true friend, a perfect addition to this show. The way they portrayed him, the way they gave him development, and the way he interacted with Tulip, it really showed me how he's such a core character, and that's why I love him so much.
Train!
He can't even walk.
No, man. Train up. Like, get ripped.
A train that goes on infinitely. Seems like such a bare bones concept. Without having heard of anything before, the name itself doesn't sound promising. But I think Owen Dennis and his team have turned the Infinity Train name into an icon because of what they did with the environment. The idea of each car being different was simple but genius and executed so well. Each car came with its own quirks and own problems and its own quest that took Tulip on. A fantastic idea, and this didn't really feel repetitive because of the new environments in every car. It was almost as if we entered a whole new story every time we entered a new car. But at the same time, grounding the whole show in this one world. One thing I do wish that did happen was that we got more of the minor cars. Often an episode would start and Tulip would be in some random car for maybe 30 or 40 seconds. And these cars were pretty fun and interesting, but she would immediately move on to the next car, which was the focus of the episode. I really would have liked to see her moving around within an episode a little more, and seeing some of these easier cars with easy puzzles which she could have just walked through, because we didn't see that much. We did get that quick montage of her running like mad through all the trains, but I would have liked to see more, you know?
Oh, did I just hallucinate a train station? Well, that's boring.
For once, Cartoon Network actually advertised the heck out of a special event showing. When Adventure Time was coming to an end, there really wasn't much advertising leading up to its release. There was a trailer a few months in advance, but really, besides that, until very close to the event, there was nothing. Even regular show finales barely had any advertising, and these were Cartoon Network's gems. And so I'm so happy that Cartoon Network went all out and advertised this show in the way it deserved. With the online riddle on Cartoon Network's website to reveal the trailer, along with all their tweets and their website refreshes, it really built the hype around this show and showed us why we should be excited. And they were not wrong, because this excitement was 100% worth it. This show is so unique because of its origins. The pilot releasing in 2016 with absolutely no plans of it becoming an actual show, but everyone loved it so much. The fans petitioned, tweeted, made theories, analyses, and literally everything to promote the heck out of this show. And it worked. Cartoon Network listened and tasked Owen Dennis and his team to continue their work and make an amazing season. And after almost 3 full years, it releases to us with so much building up. and it doesn't disappoint at all. So many times when a show is this hyped up, not even a show really, just anything, when anything is this hyped up, it lets us down in a way, because we put such high expectations on it. When it really releases, we just get let down, regardless of whether it was good or not. But Infinity Train did not have this. It did not let me down, and I really hope it didn't let you down either. Although there were a few things that could have been better, such as the episode count, more focus on the easy cars, a little more development of Atticus and 1-1, just minor things, it still exceeded my expectations by far, and I hope you feel the same. Such an amazing show, and as I said in the beginning of the video, I give Infinity Train a 10 out of... Wait, it's not this one? Oh...